Good afternoon. It has been a hot day across KELOLAND, and we are going to stay mild tonight with partly cloudy skies. Windy and 71 in Sioux Falls, 63 in Aberdeen, 66 in Pierre and in Rapid City. Tomorrow, partly to mostly clear day, and it's going to get hot. 97 Sioux Falls, 92 in Aberdeen, 100 in Pierre, and 97 in Rapid City. We could be in record territory for Saturday and Sunday temperature-wise. We'll take a closer look coming up. KELOLAND's First at 4 starts right now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group, KELOLAND News First at 4.
The area around the Premier Center is going to be a busy place tonight. What you need to know ahead of the Chicks and high school football.
Plus, schools in Minnesota may not have school resource officers soon, why some districts are pulling them out.
And Rapid City is getting a new city-funded greenhouse. A look at the progress. Good afternoon, and thanks for tuning into First at 4. I'm Dan Santala.
And I'm Kelly Volk. The man accused of breaking into a Sioux Falls house and stealing multiple guns and vehicles before the house started on fire faces new charges. Nathan Island is accused of holding up a North Kiwanis Avenue casino at gunpoint. The crime happened just days before the burglary.
Police say Island was wearing a bandana but had to take it off so a clerk would let him in business. He put the bandana back on, but at that point there was already surveillance video showing his face. He was already in jail when the charges were filed.
The doors at the Premier Center open in less than 2 hours for tonight's Chicks concert. The metal detectors were quiet earlier today, but starting at 6 o'clock, fans will begin filing through security. Those going to the concert will want to keep a few things in mind. For instance, a reminder that no purses or bags larger than 4.5 by 6.5 inches are allowed. Clear bags are encouraged.
We do that to expedite the searching as we go through. We have metal detectors, as you see behind me, in use for all of our concerts. But clear bags or no bags at all help speed you through the line, get you inside.
Parking may be at a premium tonight because there are other events going on at nearby venues, including high school football games at Howard Wood Field.
AAA South Dakota expects more traffic to hit the roads for the Labor Day weekend than last year. Drivers should make sure their vehicle is properly prepared to hit the road, especially with temps in some places reaching into the upper 90s to near 100 degrees this weekend. AAA doesn't expect the price of gas to hold people back from giving summer a fond farewell either.
I think it's a good idea to drive to a pool or a lake this weekend.
Right, or any place with air conditioning, right, Megan?
That is right, Dan and Kelly. We are going to have temperatures in record territory for Saturday and Sunday. That heat has started across KELOLAND already. Right now, 94 degrees in Sioux Falls with plenty of sunshine and south winds at 15 miles an hour. And the hot spot today has been winter at 99 degrees right now. Sunshine and a south wind at 13 miles an hour. Here's a look at the rest of our temperatures. 101 in Valentine, 94 in Mitchell, 84 in Watertown, 93 in Mobridge, and 86 in Custer. We do have a few clouds in the area. These have produced rain and thunder showers earlier in the day, but right now, other than those clouds, nothing is coming out of them, and we expect skies to remain mostly dry as we head through the holiday weekend. So for tonight, partly cloudy skies, windy and 71 in Sioux Falls, 62 in Aberdeen, 66 in Pierre, and 66 in Rapid City. We have a heat advisory in place tomorrow afternoon and evening in those counties in orange for heat index values up to 103. So for tomorrow, partly to mostly clear skies, 97 in Sioux Falls, 92 in Aberdeen, 100 in Pierre, and 97 in Rapid City. And on Sunday, another hot day with mostly sunny skies, 100 in Sioux Falls, 96 in Aberdeen, 103 in Pierre, and 95 in Rapid City. We'll have a mostly dry 7-day forecast and temperatures in record territory this weekend. We'll take a closer look at some of those records in just a little bit.
Thank you, Megan. A new law that takes effect today aims to prevent dressers and other pieces of furniture from tipping over, a serious hazard in the home, especially for young children. Furniture makers will now have to run additional stability tests on their products. Michael George explains.
Kimberly Amato knows all too well unstable furniture can be deadly for children.
I lost my beautiful little girl, Maggie, on December 18th in 2004. We got up in the morning and found her lifeless beneath her dresser.
Since then, Amato has been fighting for federal safety standards for furniture. At least 200 other children have died in tip-over accidents in the last 23 years, according to the Consumer Product Safety Commission. Under the Sturdy Act, furniture manufacturers will have to test dressers on carpeting with loaded drawers and with the real physics of a 60-pound child climbing the unit.
So a child doesn't carefully open a drawer and step gently onto it. They're often pulling them out, jumping onto it.
For years, stability testing in the furniture industry was voluntary. This video, shared by a mom of then 2-year-old twin brothers in 2016, showed the dangers as a dresser tipped over on the children, pinning one of them under its weight. The other twin nudged the 100-plus pound dresser off his brother, and both escaped injury. The new law only applies to dressers and clothing storage units manufactured starting September 1st. It doesn't cover furniture already on the market, including dressers still for sale in stores. Safety experts say consumers need to ask retailers if a dresser meets the new standards. And for old dressers, Amato has a warning.
It is so important that parents understand there is a vital need to anchor all furniture.
A step that could save a child's life. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
The Sturdy Act only applies to dressers, not to bookshelves, entertainment centers, or televisions, which also pose tip-over hazards for children. All of those should also be anchored.
911 services in some northeastern Nebraska counties are back up and running. Dispatch centers in Dixon, Dakota, Wayne, and Knox counties were down Thursday afternoon. If people are still experiencing issues with dialing 911, you can try *55 to reach the Nebraska State Patrol. Otherwise, you can contact your local police or sheriff's office through their non-emergency lines.
Electronic pull tabs have boomed in North Dakota, prompting questions about the future of charitable gambling in the state and how to best regulate the Las Vegas-style machines. The flashy devices have raised key questions about where they can be located, such as gas stations and convenience stores, and what organizations can conduct the gambling. E-tabs function like slot machines. They appeared in 2018 after approval by the Republican-controlled legislature.
There are still a lot of unanswered questions about school resource officers and their role inside Minnesota schools. Minnesota law used to allow SROs to physically restrain someone who was being disruptive, but it's changed. Officers can no longer put their hands on a student to restrain them until there is a threat of bodily harm to themselves or someone else. Some school districts are keeping their officers in place, while others have started to pull out officers due to the ambiguity of the law.
Coming up after the break, permitless concealed carry starts in Nebraska tomorrow. What you need to know.